Hey guys, it's me again. This is another moving to LA video. It's actually also about cars because after I finished uploading the last one, I realized one important thing that I forgot to tell you, which is that the DMV in California, at least a lot of locations, you can set up an appointment. And that is huge because everyone knows the DMV is no fun. It's no fun anywhere. So in Los Angeles, it's extra no fun because there's extra people. New people moving here every day. All of them are supposed to switch over their registration and license on that, like within the first 10 days. So the lines can be horrendous. So knowing that there is a way to make an appointment is very important. You can just go online usually and set it up through their website. Just, Google a DMV. I'll put a link below to a DMV maybe, if that works. Otherwise, yeah, just try and find your local DMV and set up an appointment. I know the first time I went to the DMV in Glendale, I had an appointment, but I wasn't really sure how it worked. And there was a line out the door, so I didn't want to just assume and go inside if I ended up having to come back out and go in the big long line. So I just stayed in the long line. I shouldn't have, because there's a nice 2-person line inside when I got there, and that's all I needed to wait in. So you can usually just head on in if you have an appointment, and basically get to jump to the head of the line. You'll still have to wait. You'll get a number once you get there, and you'll wait until your number comes up on the screen, and then it's your turn. So there is definitely still going to be a wait time. It just cuts down a lot. So that's important. I know when I parked at the DMV, it was kind of hard to find parking, and you had to park, but then later you had to bring your vehicle up and have it inspected, which was kind of strange, but that's how they, verify all the information, which is important. And also, to get your license transferred over, there is a test you have to take. So I did those on separate days, like my vehicle registration and my LA license, because I needed time to study for the DMV test. And it wasn't too terrible. Make sure you study for it and you'll be fine. There's practice tests online and stuff. Another thing I wanted to talk about was car washes, because it's weird. In LA, there's not that many drive-through car washes, and that is always really annoying to me. I mean, I rarely get my car washed because I don't want to spend money on such a thing, but we are in a drought, and I live in a neighborhood where there is constantly construction. There's 2 apartment buildings being built on my street because it's a very undeveloped neighborhood, which is why it's so cheap also. So my car gets crazy dusty and covered in bird poop because I don't have a parking spot, and so the annoying thing is I don't want to hand wash my car myself. I don't want to. I'm sorry. Unless it's I loved doing that in my mom's driveway and having it be a fun summer activity, but that's not what it's like here. It's you go to this little station and it's no fun. So anyway, there's either those or there's ones where other people wash your car. And I even found one that was a drive-through. When my mom was in town, she just magically found it, like mothers do. And I tried to go there alone the other day, and they were busy, first of all. So they just sent me away. They were come back another day, because I wanted to just get the outside washed, and they wanted somebody to clean out the whole inside, and they wouldn't let the customers drive themselves through the drive-thru anymore. I don't know, to me, it costs more money, and it's am I supposed to tip these people? Why can't I just drive it through myself? Which I get, people need jobs. So that's a good thing that they have this option for jobs, to have people wash your cars. But it's sort of like valet parking. I avoid that like the plague, because as much as I want to support other people and their income, I can park my car myself. And I find it so strange. Unless I absolutely have to, because I can't find parking anywhere, I don't want to have to first pay for the valet parking and then pay for the tip for the parking assistant, and I don't know. To me, that's throwing money out the window. So, and I am on a very tight budget, so I can't afford such things. And occasionally you'll like end up in a situation where you're forced to do the valet parking. Like, I know I was doing background work on a set one day and they're like, make sure you park with the valet. And it's like, wait, so I have to park with them. So do I have to tip them when I'm being forced to use them, you know? But you gotta do it because it's douchey not to tip. It's definitely douchey, and I am an over tipper, which is also part of why I avoid these things, because I won't give a tiny tip if I can help it. Unless I like don't have the cash, and then I'll be like, okay, $2 for parking. I don't know how much you're supposed to tip for that either. Sorry, that's a total tangent. But anyway, I finally found a couple actual drive-through car washes, and that is amazing. The ones I've found, of course, finally I found one, and I drove by like 3 on my way home, because apparently they only exist in like one neighborhood, and that's where they all are. But I was driving in Burbank, and I found a Shell station that had a drive-through car wash, and I spent $9 on it. That was like, they had like the basic, and then the middle, and then the best one, so I got the middle one, and that was $9. And yeah, then I drove by another Shell that also had one. So definitely check out Shell gas stations. Not all of them have it, of course, but some of them do have the car wash, and that's a great option. And there was some sign about how they, I don't know, use less water or recycle water. I don't really know what it was, but you know, it's not completely terrible for the environment to use it. I mean, washing your car at a service station yourself is also going to be using water. So, you know, yeah, so there's that. And then I think there's also a company called LA Express that has drive-through car washes, I believe. But I haven't actually been to one. I actually was trying to go to one today, and it was like, you have arrived at your destination, and there was no car wash to be found. But then, fortunately, I was able to find the Shell station from there, because I just Googled car washes again, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a gas station. That might be a drive-through one. And it was, and I was so happy. So anyway, that is my little inside scoop on how to find a drive-through car wash in LA to try and save a little bit of money when you need a car wash. Because I know there's one in Santa Clarita, because whenever I've gone to set there, I always stop there for it, because I just like the, plus it's fun. I always liked going through the drive-through car wash when I was little. I don't know, it's very like weird and like, it's a storm happening around me. Okay. I've been talking too much. Apparently I'm rambly today. So anyway, that is the subject of Cars 2.0. Maybe there will be a 3.0. Maybe I'm forgetting more things and I will only realize it later. But hey, better late than never. Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you again soon.